Hi all, this is Anu. Today we will see how to backup and restore AWS EC2 instance using AWS Backup. AWS Backup is a AWS fully managed service. It centralizes and automates backup for AWS resources. AWS Backup support the following AWS resources. Out of these resources, the first three are backed up by service level backups, and the other four are backed by service level snapshots. Service level snapshot means whenever we take a backup of EBS volume, we create a snapshot of the volume. Similarly, when we take the backup of EFS, we don't create the snapshot, but we take the backup of the files which are stored in the EFS share. We will quickly go to the AWS console and see how the backup and restores can be done. This is the dashboard of AWS Backup. First, we will try to understand what is a backup vault. Vault is a container that stores all your backups. You can create multiple vaults to create backups for multiple resources. So first, we will try to create a backup vault. So you have to click on this, give a name, and choose the encryption key and create the backup vault. So next we have the backup plan. Backup plan allows you to configure when to take the backups. You can configure the frequency of the backups and how long you want to retain the backups. So you can create the backup plan by clicking on this button. Either you can choose the default templates which have default templates, or you can create your own plan. Then you can give a backup plan. Then you can give a backup rule name. Then you can create the default. You can either choose a default backup vault or can choose the backup vault that we have created. Then you can choose the frequency of the backups that needs to be taken. It needs to be daily, hourly, 12 hours, weekly, monthly. So here we will choose daily. Then you can either choose the transition to be cold. So we are just choosing the default options. And you can choose the customized backup window when to take up the backup. By default, the backup will happen at 5 a.m. UTC. So you can choose the backup time. So you can choose the backup by your own choice and starts within. So if you see this, if you choose 1 hour, the backup will start within 1 hour from the time you have selected. Say it will, so the backup will start between 5 to 6, and you can choose when the backup needs to be completed. Here you can choose up to 3 hours or the time that you desire. The maximum is 7 days, so you can choose up to. So I am choosing up to 3 hours, and then you can create the backup plan. So then we need to assign the resources. So here you can click on resource assignment and assign resources. And you can choose the backup resource either by tags or by resource ID. So you can choose the EC2 and choose the resources. You can assign resources. So the resource is assigned. So we are done with the backups. So we need to wait till the backup is complete. Now we will see how the backed up resources can be restored. For that, click on protected restores and you can see the type of resources that are being backed up. So you can see EC2 and EBS. So we have earlier backed up the instance. So you can click on instance EC2 and it will show the backup restore points that has been already created. So you can click on one of the restore points and then click on restore, and you can choose the type of the instance that needs to be created, T2 micro or whichever you want, and you can choose the VPC and the subnet and the security groups that needs to be assigned, and click on restore backup. So you can see the job is pending and you can see the status as running. So if you go to EC2 dashboard, you can see the instance that is getting spinned up. So this instance is the one that we have now restored. So that is now just getting created. So that's why it is showing as pending. So that concludes our session for AWS backup and restore. Thank you.